Why does Jordan's always take a hot minute to load in? I don't get that.
Holy shit, Tony, you're looking good, brother.
You see him.
Holy.
Gotta make sure everybody's audio is up higher. Dave, make sure you stay close to your mic this week.
Is this good?
That's way better. That's way better. All right, welcome back to the podcast. Screenplay, episode 10. It's going to be a big week this week. We are going to go over and do a tier list on all of the MCU. I'm excited for it. Jordan wanted to do his own. He probably already did his own. But I wanted to get the arguing on camera. So here we are. Dave's only watched like 30% of this.
That's not true.
Welcome back.
Big news. What's up, guys? It's good to be back. Be back in the saddle.
We thought Jordan died today.
Yeah.
Okay, he's 6 hours late.
Interesting of you to stay in the saddle like you were on top of it.
Like legit, I called him. I was on Facebook like trying to figure out a way to call his mom. I think he's dead.
Yeah,
You should be worried.
dude was MIA for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the funny part is, I might have been late, but then I wasn't even the one we were waiting on for the podcast towards the end.
No. Apparently Sarah didn't know that we were recording, so.
What? I was in the pool when you texted me. Like, I was not ready to put a tie on.
I get it, man. I get it. Jordan got his tie on super fast.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he
High speed,
really,
low drag.
he really went all out for this one. You can tell.
I expect nothing less. Let's jump into this,
Managing
guys.
expectations.
All right. Do we want to do in like canon order, or do we do in alphabetical?
Let's do chronological order.
Chronological. All right. Captain America: The First Avenger.
Also, I think it's important. Let's go ahead and disseminate what each tier means.
Okay.
There's no F.
All right. Well, I mean, because there's no. Oh wait, She-Hulk's in here. Fuck.
Is it? Is there
Yeah.
shows in here?
Yeah, all of it. This is even shit we ain't seen yet, Dave.
I honestly think D should be like, would watch for free, but not again.
Would watch for free. No. D is I don't want to see it.
Really?
Yeah, we've already seen it, but D is I don't want to watch it.
See, it's hard. I wouldn't not watch anything Marvel.
Well, this
But
is
after
why
I
we're
watch
doing
it, I
this. All right.
All right. So then C would be I'd watch it for free, but not again. And S is like I want to make babies with it.
S is some of the best that you've ever fucking seen. Ever.
Dark nuts.
Yeah, she's a big advocate for a sucks dog nuts tier on the tier list.
I would like
to. We're gonna say that C is sucks Zark nuts. D is
Okay.
you're not watching it.
Yeah, a lot of movies
Is there-
just move
I
in the C
can. I
tier.
can. I fucking. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, you should be able to edit tiers for sure.
Well, it looks terrible, but you know what? Well, we're just gonna go with it.
Hell yeah.
All right, we have soundboard up and the Discord.
I love that.
Sucks Zarg nuts.
All right, so that's a sweet coffee mug, man. First movie in all of the MCU was First Soldier, right? First Avenger.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
I mean, unless you want to include Hulk, the Incredible Hulk.
I think the Incredible Hulk
Right.
was like the second actual movie in the MCU, but like chronologically, if we're going chronologically, this is in the 40s.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
think
Yeah,
it gets
you're right.
earlier than this. I'm gonna say A tier, dude. It's a great movie. I loved
I
it.
don't think it would go that far up. I would say B tier at best. It's not even the best Captain America movie, and it doesn't even go in depth as far as like Captain America's story actually goes.
Yeah, it does. I mean, all right. So hear me. I'm gonna make my argument. I'm gonna make my case. Before this movie, I didn't give a shit about Captain America. I was like, who cares about it? It's some dumbass superhero. He was from the 40s and whatever. Then Chris Evans showed up and changed my mind. Now, I will agree with you that it is not the best Captain America movie, but it is some of the best the MCU has to offer. I'm gonna kick and scream if this goes to B tier. Jordan.
I'm gonna agree to A tier. I have it in A tier on my list. So
All right, it's not a hill I'll die on this early. So.
yeah, there's a lot more important ones that I'm gonna bring up. So
There are, yeah. Where the hell is Captain Marvel? I don't even see it. I should have put these in order.
Fifth one.
There it
In
is.
order.
All right. I'm going C tier on this one.
Yep, I agree with you.
Yeah, I'm also on C tier.
I think I watched it once and I was like, I will never watch that again. Like, I'm good. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't like it the first time. Wouldn't like it again. I'm cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay to see it again. I'd watch it and then realize I'd never want to watch it again, just like Dave said. So
I don't know why this
There it is.
this one is so fucking stupid, and the rest of them will go in the middle.
that's perfect. That's a stupid tier, anyways. So what's next? Should I pull up a chronological list?
I mean, to be honest, probably be
What do we get
like,
here? Thanks for the sub, Sarah.
Whoa!
Sarah.
Dave's so late on that soundboard. Yeah, so next movie, chronologically, I think it's Guardians. No, it's Iron Man. It's Iron Man. First Iron Man.
Isn't there a Captain America movie that's still them like in the past?
No,
Like, would
No.
that explain Bucky's story, or is that just a part of?
that's just a part of the first Captain America. No, there's not an earlier one. Did you pull up the list, Jordan?
I do, but it's all release order, not chronological.
Well, then you have a release order list.
In the Google chronological. Okay, here we go. Captain America, Iron Man. Or, sorry, Captain Marvel, Iron Man, and Captain America's first.
Okay, Iron Man. Where the are you? She is. I'm going S tier on Iron Man.
I'm with
It started the whole thing. It changed Tony Stark as a character. I loved it.
I'm with
I
you.
have an A tier, just because when I compare it to my S tier movies, it's not as like starstruck. It doesn't leave me as starstruck.
We'll get to the top 10, right? Later. Because I agree with you, there may be better movies. But in terms of rankings, like, I don't know, Dave, maybe you can back me up on this, but like, this was the first time I saw a superhero movie where I was like, holy shit, that could be me.
For sure.
Like,
Absolutely.
that's, like, this is amazing. This isn't like some mutant, like Spider-Man getting powers.
Yeah, or even like Batman and stuff. Like, I was like, and then this dude builds a fucking armor suit in a cave, and
Yeah.
it's just like, damn.
I don't know. It's just something about him flying for the first time, like where he's like wobbling his hands around and stuff. It just like it created that whole like genre. Like I don't know, this iconic.
I agree. It was a good movie.
I think there's better movies, but I wouldn't go below S tier. Like, I think there'll be, if we're doing them in order, as far as like this is a higher S tier than this one.
That's fine. We can put it in S tier.
Next one, Incredible Hulk.
Iron Man 2.
Well, Iron Man 2.
Iron Man 2 is before Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
Apparently.
I'm going B.
So that was the one with Where Is My Beard?
Yes, this is the Whiplash. Yeah.
Yeah, not
And I
great.
guarantee you that nobody knew that was Whiplash besides me.
Yeah.
I knew it was Whiplash.
The end,
I read about it before I watched
Yeah,
it.
Googled it.
the end was super cool. When he was like bringing all the different suits in and shit.
Dude, that's Iron Man 3.
Was it? Well,
This one
That
was
makes sense of
cool.
why this one's on
then
B.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I'll even go lower than B tier because I apparently don't even fucking remember this one.
It was cool in the end of it though because it was the first time you got to see War Machine. War Machine is by far my favorite Iron Man genre suit, whatever you want to call it, even though it's not Tony
yeah,
Stark.
That's what I meant. That's when they fight all the other like suits that fucking
They do fight other suits, but it's
Happy
not.
Boy made.
But like Iron Man 3 is where he brings in like all his suits, like subtly different. I get it. I agree with you. The ending was arguably one of the best endings of an Iron Man movie, but the rest of it happened.
And I think
pretty
that's
sick
exactly
when he
why
drove
I
in front
put
of
it.
the one car.
I put it in A tier because of the ending. War Machine. Is that the first time he kind of kisses Pepper Potts? Romantical
No,
with her.
no, they're kind of like pissed off at each other most of this movie. I'm pretty sure.
I swear they kissed.
Yeah. 'cause, like,
no, I
it's-
don't think you talked to him that whole movie.
Yeah, no, because it starts off he's got blood poisoning, right? And like he jumps out of the plane. There was a trailer though that had, like it was cut out of the movie where he kisses her on the plane and then jumps out. That was scrapped and cut out. So he jumps out of the plane, he goes down to the Stark Expo, and then like Pepper's pissed at him the whole time because she's running the company while he's off like gallivanting around.
Being Tony Stark, yeah.
Yeah. Are we all in agreement, or are we going to argue this?
B tier's fine.
You know what?
I could leave it in B.
Hell yeah, she is. So I think I'm gonna let's do one veto. Everybody gets one veto. Okay, like no matter what, even if they get outvoted, you get one where you can raise or lower it.
I do just want to say one thing. It is officially proven on Google that the romance started in Iron Man.
He does kiss her at the end, but throughout
That's what I'm talking about.
the entire movie, she's pissed off and hates him.
I know, but that's why I'm saying, in my opinion, A tier. I put it in A tier because of how the ending was. Like, that's the first time they get romantic. War Machine, the fucking fight scene. I loved it, but
War Machine was cool. I'm not saying I dislike the movie, but like it is not comparable to Captain America. Sorry. All right. Incredible Hulk.
Zargnuts.
Really? You think it's Zargnuts?
That movie is dog shit.
It was
I put
good.
it in B.
Yeah,
No.
I put it in B too.
Maybe Seen It, I'm Good. I wouldn't even put it in B. And if it's at B, it's at the bottom of B. Like it is hanging on for dear life. not
Yeah, I
falling.
agree. I agree. It
That
got
may
like
be-
the pity upgrade on the ticket.
That movie was made before the Marvel Cinematic Universe was even a fucking sliver of an idea in anyone's head.
It was
So
the.
it doesn't line up. It's shit.
It lines up. It lines up.
No, it doesn't. It's
All
bad.
right. I don't think it was a bad movie. Edward Norton, I thought he knocked it out of the park. My whole reason for B tier is that I've watched it more than once because it's close to it. I've seen it. I'm good, but I don't mind pulling this one out and checking it out, and watching it again. I don't need to see Captain Marvel ever again.
Yeah, it's
I don't think
fair.
Dude, I literally watched the Hulk once, and I've done like rewatches of the whole MCU. Like,
Now hold
all the
on, this
movies
is
as
not
well.
the Hulk. This is the Incredible Hulk.
I'm aware.
Okay, all right.
Whatever, dude. Anyways,
Are you
we
gonna
all
use?
know what fucking character we're talking about.
No.
Are you? No, Jordan. Have you seen the Hulk? Oh,
Beast.
oh.
I'm pretty sure I was like 8 when the Incredible Hulk came out.
Yeah, it's not fantastic. I think the next one's Avengers, isn't it?
Thor.
Thor.
Thor. You're right. You're
Thor.
right. Yep.
Thor.
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 That's got to be towards the end. These are not in alphabetical order either. Where's the
It
whore?
is second row, first one.
You guys may not be happy about that, but I don't care about that movie. I've seen it more than once, but I only did it because I was watching all the MCU movies.
So I've done it. I put it in B tier because I hate to compare it to Captain Marvel. I hate to put that in the same list, but
No,
it was not a.
It was the most forgettable movie. Like, Captain Marvel is more memorable because of the dumb shit it did and how much I hate Brie Larson. This one, I don't like any part of it. It's forgettable and boring.
I would rather watch Thor than Captain Marvel, and I love Thor. Like, he is like right up at the top for me. But that was the worst of his movies. Well, okay, second worst of his movies.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. I
Second
disagree.
worst.
We
That
should
was the
put
worst.
This should not be in Seen
That
It,
was
I'm
not-
Good. The only reason I say this is because out of all of the Thor films, this was not the worst. All right, we still have Thor: The Dark World, and easily at this point, I hate to say it, Thor: Love and Thunder. Even though maybe those two go
We'll get to Thor: Love and Thunder.
back to back, but this
That
is
was
B
not
tier.
the worst fucking Thor movie.
No, Thor: The Dark World is easily the worst.
No, it's not.
You're kidding me, right?
What?
Thunder.
We'll
Love
get
and
to
Thunder
it.
is
We'll
the worst.
get to it. We'll get to it.
Absolutely not.
We'll have that argument when we're there. So next movie's Avengers. Yes.
Yes.
S tier.
I was gonna say A tier, dude.
S tier.
All
S
right.
tier.
All right. I'll let you convince me. Why is it
I
S
don't
tier?
think there's any convincing. It's the first time they're all together. Like, everything comes into existence, and it's just fucking amazing. Like,
Well, I mean, everything was already existing, but they did introduce some cool characters.
it's the first appearance of Thanos, I believe,
Yeah, it is. Mid-credit scenes.
in MCU.
It's the
What's
first
up,
time we see
Magic?
Thor without dyed eyebrows, so that's a big one.
Oh, true. Captain America's suit is the worst it's ever been. It only goes up from here.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
That's Age of Ultron, anyways. That's not even the right Avengers. I really should have put these in order. That's it. Iron Man suit's pretty cool in that. Geez, we might have to deal with this. Magic, DC, all the. Do you just like bad stuff?
Yeah, those movies are rough.
Maybe we'll do that for the 20th episode. DC movies
Yeah.
ranked. The S
Shit,
tier will
shit,
just be I
shit,
can
shit.
watch it more than
B tier,
once.
B tier.
There's not even a reason to put an S tier in the DC one.
Yeah.
Also,
worst
Avengers
Captain
were
America movie or worst Captain America suit. Stupid lines from the Hulk What?
Are you shitting me? Stupid lines from the Hulk? That's my secret, Cap.
Oh my god,
I'm
it's
always
so
angry.
cliche. It's so cliche.
Absolutely
Yeah,
not.
You know, I'll give you it wasn't.
J1.
Yeah, I'll give you it wasn't cliche when it came out. It was cool, but I've heard it so much now that like it's a meme.
It's probably my fault, but yeah. Also, it's the first time you get introduced to the MCU Hulk, like Mark Ruffalo. Right?
That's true. Yep, it is. But he's the same character though. Like I just took it as it was the same guy. Really cool. After the credit scene in the Incredible Hulk is you actually see him like smash like in Antarctica and like Captain America's in the ice. Hulk is the reason that Captain America came back.
Right.
Which is kind of cool.
I know that. That's cool.
I agree. We'll keep it in S tier. It was fantastic. Fantastic.
Iron Man 3.
Yep. I'm going B tier.
I'm
Also,
having an A tier.
very, very cool ending, but like, it's a MacGyver movie. I hate seeing superheroes lose their powers. And pretty much, Tony Stark loses his powers for the whole fucking movie.
Yeah, I think it's cool, like his relationship he develops with the kid, and then like the kid shows up again later, like down the line, like cool relationship, like not a bad story, but just not what I want from Iron Man movie.
I didn't like the whole like Mandarin like bait and switch with fucking Trevor. I thought that was stupid. Yeah. Extremesis is so much cooler in the comic books than it is in this that it infuriated me. The movie was good though. I enjoyed watching it. I'll watch it again. The suit really cool. Probably the third coolest Iron Man suit out of all of them. I don't know. Jordan, are you gonna use your veto on this one?
No, I won't use my veto. But do you both agree it should be what, A tier or B tier?
I say B tier. I would put it above the Hulk.
All right, look. Here's what I'm gonna say. This movie proved to me why Tony Stark is like Iron Man, right? Because like I'm always about that. I'm always trying to figure out why this person has this spot in society, and the fact that he lost his powers and then was able to reclaim that spot. That's why I liked Iron Man 3. Also, Pepper is hot whenever she gets like mutated. Right?
Dude, okay.
I mean,
so
that's another.
No,
literally,
Jordan.
Like literally hot. She's literally hot.
It's like if anything, this just reaffirmed that. Yeah, well, I mean, this just reaffirms that Tony Stark is Iron Man. Like like nothing changed when he didn't have his suit, and that's what the story they're trying to tell you. Magic, you're right. Or no, Sarah, you're right. She was literally smoking. Smoking.
She was actually like hot,
like smoking.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that was a stupid story trope. I think it was really fucking dumb that they did it, but I can see your point and why it was necessary.
Stop dancing with A tier. It's not A tier.
I'm gonna let it be A tier. No. Jordan convinced me.
Well, thank you, Dave, for coming.
This is gonna be the same thing as the fashion show where he doesn't win, so he fucks off.
Yeah. See you guys in 6 months.
Yeah.
All right.
Thor: Dark World.
Fucking, you put that bitch in Zarg nuts.
Where is it?
The worst fucking Thor movie I've ever seen.
I'm like awful at this. I should have just had Dave do it. He seemed to find them like immediately. The movie is awful. By far the worst Thor movie out of all four of them. I can't think of one redeeming quality about it. It was boring.
Mm-mm.
I don't remember the fucking main character's, the main villain's name. And like, it made a stone not a stone. Thanks for that, by the way. Ruining the MCU. They called it the Aether. It was terrible. Dave, convince me. Convince me otherwise. Because we're only going up to see it once, and I'm good.
Listen, we have a ton of stuff to go through, and it's not a hill I'll die on again. So it's fine. It's not like it's one of my favorites, but it's
Winter Soldier's up next, right?
Winter Soldier, correct.
I want to go S tier. It's hands down the best Captain America. Hands down.
I have it as A. The only reason is because I think the best Captain America is Civil War, right? Which, I mean, that it's everybody's movie, but
I don't think that Civil War was a better movie. Like,
I think it was.
The narrative that they tell in Winter Soldier, it does not get much better.
I'm with Jordan.
Civil War is not a better movie. I'm going to use my fucking veto.
Okay, so your veto though is going to be to keep this in S tier.
Yeah. This is by far the best Captain America movie.
Okay, well, Civil War is going to be right next to it, but okay.
I'm not gonna put Civil War in fucking S tier. It is not an S tier.
Well, don't worry. We've got 2 vetoes.
Well, you might need to use them because it's not going up there.
I mean, unless it's a unanimous decision. I mean,
You know,
unless
I'm
it's a majority vote, right?
I'm willing to let that go to prevent Civil War from going into S tier. To be honest,
Oh, it's going to S tier.
because it's
don't
a
worry.
terrible
No,
movie.
it's an S tier movie.
It's
dude.
not an S tier movie. The only good thing that it did, was give us Spider-Man.
So
but like
here's one thing.
narratively, it's not even good.
Pretty
I
funny.
can watch Civil War a lot, and I think maybe Tony's knowledge of comic books might play on why Civil War wasn't a good movie. Just because I feel like maybe
No,
Civil
not
War in
really.
the comics might have been better.
Civil War in the comics is like fantastically better, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it's influenced by it because I mean I was willing to put Civil War in A. I enjoyed it, but it was barely gonna be in A, barely.
War's at the bottom of my S tier list. If that makes you feel any better.
All
All right. Well, then, are you keeping it in A tier?
Yeah, we'll leave it there. I'm gonna save it.
All right.
I'm saving
Okay,
this shit.
Are we hitting shows because?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, next is Daredevil season 1.
We'll just
I'm
wrap Daredevil in one package.
calling it A.
Dude.
I'm close to
Yeah.
close to S. It was
I'll push
very
S
good.
tier for it. That was like my favorite season of Daredevil. Loved season 1. It was fantastic. Watched it all in like fucking a day.
You know what?
Like-
Let's talk about the series as a whole because we can't come back to it. I'm gonna say like season 3 kind of brings it down a peg. It's like
Okay.
there's cool stuff in
Yeah.
it, but like the story it's telling kind of gets a little tiring.
I agree.
Yeah.
Season 1's by far my favorite. After
Season
that,
1's
it's all
amazing. Yeah.
down. We'll
Yeah.
push it down to A for that. Sure. I agree.
Agreed.
Next,
Guardians 1.
Jordan's not gonna like this.
Don't you fucking don't do it.
I was gonna go B, but I'll put it in
I'm
A.
going A.
I'll put it in A.
Yeah, I have it in A. The soundtrack alone puts it above B for me.
Dude, the soundtrack's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll give it A. The
Uh,
soundtrack's amazing. Next is Guardians 2.
It can't be chronologically.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
It is technically directly after, and I have Guardians 2 and S.
I think it's B tier at best.
I think it's A.
Ego is a terrible villain, and then them shoehorning him in as a celestial is
That's fine,
stupid.
but it explains shit about Star Lord finally and further. Like that's how they get Mantis.
It doesn't. We didn't need any of it. That's what I'm saying. Like,
And
if,
the-
take this movie out of the MCU. Even just the Guardians trilogy. Take it out of the Guardians trilogy. The only thing you have to do is explain Manus. It doesn't
And some
do
of the stuff that John
anything
do.
in the movie.
It's true. Yondu and Peter Quill's relationship actually gets like
I did like.
completely culminated in that.
I did like
Yeah,
the
dude.
Yondu thing. The rest of it was just boring.
Okay, but the
I'll
movie
bring it to A
itself is
tier.
good.
I'll bring it to A tier. We're not
Alright.
going to
That's
S.
fair. We'll meet that in the middle. I have it
Okay.
in A tier, so that's fine.
All right.
I like being right. I
Age
Am
of
Groot?
Ultron. is
Age
next.
of Ultron.
No, it's I Am Groot. Yeah, It's a TV show on Disney Plus.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yep.
Right.
Uh,
right there.
It's right there.
Yeah, that's fair. I have it in B, but I agree with that.
It was funny, but like I don't care to ever see it again.
Yeah, it's nothing that.
Groot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going B tier on Age of Ultron.
Yeah, not my favorite.
I think Sarah, I agree. It was funny. It introduced humor, but I think it hurt the MCU in a really really major way where they thought they had to have funny in every movie.
Yeah, you should see Sarah's list.
So Age of Ultron, I don't feel that it deserves A tier because it was boring and forgettable. There were some great performances in it, and it does give us Scarlet Witch, which is cool. But
And Vision.
yes, correct, Scarlet Witch and the Vision. They wasted Quicksilver. The only reason they put Quicksilver in the movie was to get it out before X-Men did. X-Men First Class 2, I forget the name of it, came out at the same time this movie.
Speaking of which, now the actor for Quicksilver is coming back as Craven.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna put that one in Zarg nuts. Do we all agree on B tier, or are we going higher?
No, I agree. B tier.
I have it in A tier just because you know how much I love Scarlet Witch.
She is
So,
pretty
like,
good, dude. I
A-
love Vision too, but
yeah, I think I
Spades
love
is
the
good.
interaction with Hawkeye too. I see Hawkeye as more of like a relatable character in Age of Ultron.
Relatable?
He's just a
Yeah.
fucking dude.
Exactly. We're all just dudes, guys.
He's a trick. All right. He
Tony,
was in.
When you said you could be Iron Man, I saw myself as being Hawkeye. Like, I could see me being that because he makes fun of himself in the movie. Basically, he's like, "Fuck me, I'm too old for this shit." Like, it's perfect. And then he takes up like the father figure role for Wanda in the fight scene. And tries to
he does.
coach
Yeah,
her.
he does. That was a really cool scene. That's the only reason it's staying in B tier.
That's
Yeah,
It
it
did
has
give
a
us.
couple good moments, but it's not better than B tier.
It did give us the Sokovia Accords, though, which is the MacGuffin for Civil War. If you
Yeah. Well, also, I think it's a better fight scene than Avengers.
I
That's-
don't think so. I think it's a recreation of it with
Dude, it just
Ultrons
it
instead
dragged on
of
too long.
yeah, I agree. Anyways, we're in agreement here. First Ant-Man. I'm
First
going
Ant-Man.
I'm going B.
Well, technically before Ant-Man is Luke Cage, but like,
All right.
just put Luke Cage in fucking D tier.
Yeah.
Dark Nuts, who cares?
I liked it, but I don't need to watch it again.
Yeah, same. Well, if we're doing that, then Jessica Jones is at the same time as Luke Cage's first season,
Yeah.
which is also seen it. I'm good.
The first all right, where's Jessica Jones? Oh, there we are. I'm going B tier on this. The first season of Jessica Jones is absolutely amazing.
No, it's not.
It goes way
I didn't get to
downhill.
finish it.
You're
So-
delusional.
I'm not delusional. You've just
You're
obviously
delusional.
you've never suffered with mental health issues if you cannot see how relatable this character is. It's fantastic, and it goes way downhill in the second and third season. Third season is trash, terrible, but I really
but
enjoyed this.
I don't know that just your personal experiences is enough to make it a better show. Like it should be a better show for
It
everyone.
was a
not just
really
people
good
who
show.
relate
Dude,
to it.
let's look up the Rotten Tomatoes on this. Like first season, it's got to be in the 90%. It's really good.
I do love me some Rotten Tomato talk. Let's get it. Hold on.
It's really bad in the second and third season. Luke Cage
Right,
is not very.
I was bored out of my mind with that show, but if you really
I
want to
didn't
fight for it,
I
sure.
didn't even finish it, so
Am I the only
Alright,
one who
let's
actually
check it.
saw it?
yeah, I think so. You might be. 83% Jessica Jones.
That's
The
what I'm
audience
saying,
score
man.
actually scored lower at a 79%.
That's it. Are we just gonna brush over Ant-Man though?
Do you want it to be higher than B tier?
I think Ant-Man would at least be A tier.
I don't
Sure,
care
why
about it
not?
enough to fight over it.
At the very least, it's higher than Hulk and Thor and Iron Man 3.
I had Ant-Man at B tier, but I do like the movie. I'd be willing to put it at A tier.
Yeah, that's fine.
The introduction of Paul Rudd, I think, is amazing. So
Yeah. The
I like
cast in
him.
that
I like
movie
him.
is great. All right, here's a big one. Civil War.
All right, done.
you already know. Put that
It's
bitch
S
in
tier.
fucking S tier.
It's going in A tier. I'm not putting it in S tier. It's not an S tier movie.
Veto. S tier.
It's S tier.
Then we're just gonna take away all the vetoes because I'm gonna veto it back down. It is not an S tier.
Tony, it's dude.
That's fine.
No. It's majority.
It doesn't matter. I'm using my veto.
You already used your veto.
Really? Because it's down here.
What do you mean?
That's true.
it's
He did
down
put it
here?
back.
I put it
He was
back in
gonna put it
A.
S tier.
Yeah.
He did put it in A tier. Fine. I won't use my veto.
Because you lost.
I mean, I could make Dave. I think Dave would use his veto to put it back in S tier.
We can
But
do that.
I don't see the point in wasting 3 vetoes on one movie.
No, I think there'll be another one that we run into that I might have to fight for. So,
Yeah, there's
probably-
probably. Yeah.
Black Widow is next.
That's.
We also have Iron Fist after Black Widow. We'll do Iron Fist after Black Widow.
No, Iron Fist is fine. That's going in Zarknuts. It was terrible. It was god awful series.
Yeah, that was probably one of the worst shows I've ever accidentally watched.
I agree. I agree.
That
Yeah.
should be a fucking,
I intentionally watched
category.
that. Actually, and then the Defenders should be next, right?
No,
Civil War is next.
Well, no, we already did Civil War.
Oh, I'm sorry, Black Widow
Black
and then
Widow.
Defenders.
Okay. Black Widow, I'm going to give it a B. I enjoyed the movie. I like the characters in it. I like the family dynamic. I don't feel like it
yeah.
needed to be made, but
Yeah,
what?
agreed.
What, Dave?
fine. Okay,
What?
but my list is showing Black Panther is after Black Widow.
So hold on. Let's go through Black Widow. Talk me out of it. Is it bad, worse, or better?
I would have just said seen it. I'm good. I think it's super stale.
There are parts in it that are really stale.
It's just
Yeah.
another secret agent movie. They try to do that with her in several other fucking Avengers movies and stuff that she's in, and it's just like it's run down. Why? Like
It gives
we didn't
us
need to
her
do that. It
sister.
doesn't matter.
Her
We didn't need
sister.
her either.
Yeah, we
And
did.
then-
Oh, yes, we did.
And then the other characters in the
David
movie are
Harbour
so
is
rough.
amazing in this movie. It's
Also, Hopper as a fucking superhero. I mean,
yeah,
come on.
yeah.
Okay. Now Jordan's gonna fangirl over fucking Stranger Things.
But Kate Bishop, do you want my macaroni and cheese?
Yeah.
That's so good.
Black Panther is next.
Really? All right.
It should be Black Panther and then Doctor Strange.
I thought it
and
was-
Avengers.
I thought it
I
was.
don't know what you're looking.
I thought it was
Are you
I
Punisher.
looking-
think you don't have the
Chronological?
shows on your list.
I do.
I thought it was Punisher.
Mine shows Black Widow, Black Panther, Spider-Man: Homecoming, Iron Fist, then the Defenders, then Punisher.
What?
You
Because
know what? Let's just go off
Punisher's
Dave's list.
first appearance was in Defenders.
Fine. All right, Dave. What's
Before
next?
his
Dave, he doesn't want to argue. What's next?
Black Panther.
Okay.
That's
Is that Wakanda
A
Forever?
tier.
Or is it? I'm
it's,
saying A tier. I'm saying A. It
Black
was a good
Panther.
movie. I enjoyed it. I like Michael B. Jordan in it, but the movie was really predictable. It didn't have a lot of nuance. It was a good movie, though. I did enjoy it.
Actually, I don't have anything bad to say about the movie. I don't think
Yeah.
it was. There
It was-
wasn't a single thing wrong with the movie. It's just when I compare it to my S tier list, I'm choosing all of my S tiers over Black Panther.
Yeah, I just thought it was a little predictable. That's my only critique on it. Okay, what's next, Dave?
Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Where the fuck is that? Actually, hold on. We got to do these other Spider-Man movies because they happened well before. Spider-Man,
That's true. I don't think they're in here because they're in a different universe.
yeah, the original Spider-Man.
OG Tobey Maguire,
Yeah,
S tier.
Fucking-
no way.
absolutely
No
not.
way. It's
Put
not
that
going
bitch in
S
C
tier.
tier.
Fuck
It's not
yeah, it
going
is.
S tier. Where?
Seen
That's
it, I'm
not
good.
That's not it. I'm going A tier because it got made, and it really showed Hollywood that they can make superhero movies and them be good. Because before this, all we had was the fucking campy ass Batman movies, and nobody wanted to touch shit.
Yeah, dude, that movie was great. Changed shit up.
Spider-Man 2, I'm going S tier. Before
Absolutely not.
the MCU came out, this was renowned as the best superhero movie to have existed.
I was gonna say, seen it, I'm good.
Spider-Man 2 is amazing. Doc Ock as a sympathetic villain, like, it was so good. It was so
Well,
good.
I put it.
I'll
I'd put
bring
it
it-
in B tier.
I'll bring it down to A tier, but that's where we're. Unless you guys want to use some shit, some vetoes to get it out of there.
Nope.
Well, you have it at A.
I
and
put it
David
in
has
A.
at C, and I have it at B. That sounds like it's sitting at B.
Yeah, this is my fucking show. We're not splitting the
it,
difference.
That's it, Dave. We're going on strike next week.
Oh boy. All right,
Dude,
fine.
Spider-Man
Doc
3
Ock
fucking
was
C
such a
tier.
great villain, even in the fucking Spider-Man movie. The
I know that's why
I'm
No
not
Way Home.
denying
Has,
that he's a bad villain. Like he's great, but the movie itself doesn't like. There's
It's an
more to the
amazing.
movie than
Yeah,
just
you're
the
right,
villain.
and it's Jordan. Rotten Tomatoes. This one. But I need someone to back me up here. This movie's amazing.
what is it? Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
What'd you like about it, Tony?
This is where their love really like begins to like be tested, right? Because Peter's like he's having trouble. He's not able to make rent, and he's not able to pay the bills, but he still goes out to be a superhero, and his wife supports him in it. It's really cool. And then he finally gets this opportunity where he's like, I'm gonna be an intern with this super fucking fusion expert, and he becomes a supervillain, and it's so fucking heartbreaking. What's it say, Jordan?
Tomato meter 93%. Audience score 82.
Dude, it's a 90% movie. You guys want to put it in Seen It, I'm Good?
I want to put it in B. To be fair.
To be fair.
Now the reason is Tom Holland. Tom Holland's a better Spider-Man, in my opinion.
I agree with that. I agree.
Let's see.
This tells
what's
a
the
better-
fucking-
This tells a better Peter Parker story, though. Now, I do agree that Tom Holland's a better Spider-Man, but I don't know if I'm going to agree with Peter Parker and being a better Peter.
I just think it's a different Peter Parker. Because I feel like there's usually in the comics. I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I'm not well versed, but there's usually two routes they go. Right. One gets bit, and one kind of like goes technology?
No,
No.
nope. They all get bit.
You're gonna tell me
You're
that
wrong.
there's no
Yeah.
fucking comic that has Peter Parker going the Tony Stark route?
Yes,
No.
I'm going to tell you that there isn't one. There is not one. It does not exist.
I'm going to Google. Going to
Not
Google.
a
All
thing,
right, all right. Go ahead.
It-
Go ahead. We'll.
That's not to say that none of the suits are like technologically advanced. but
No,
they
there's
all
a
get
bunch
bit.
of them that do get pretty techie.
Like
but,
what is it?
yeah.
20 the
No,
future
that one's not. But he does in the 2016. He forms like Parker Industries and makes pretty much a Spider-Man Iron Man. It survived like re-entry and shit. It's pretty cool.
So
Those are, like-
what's the story behind why Tobey Maguire can shoot out of his hand or his wrist?
I don't want to talk
While
about
other
it.
ones have
I don't
to
want to
have
talk. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Let's move on.
Just wanted to know.
because they dropped the ball with it. That's why he doesn't want to.
100%
That sounds
worst
like a-
part of the
not-
entire season.
Not supposed to be a thing, Jordan. That's why. That's why he's dodging.
Just-
Not a fucking thing.
That's weird. It just sounds like there's two different stories for Spider-Man now. That's all I'm just saying.
I'll get that one
Not
for
a
you,
thing.
Dave.
That's why he's dodging it. It's,
Where's the? There you go. There you go. Yeah. All right. So moving on. We got the Andrew Garfield Spider, the Amazing Spider-Man. I really liked the Amazing Spider-Man, but I don't know if I want to fight you guys over A tier on it. So I'll put it in B
Dude.
tier.
No. I will go A. I'm a Garfield guy.
I liked
Yeah.
Garfield. Yeah, I thought it was great.
Me too.
Spider.
Actually didn't appreciate them until after they had come out and
Yeah,
like,
dude.
everyone had gone through like the series, like the timeline of hating him for some reason. And then
I was saying for years, like Andrew Garfield's the best fucking Spider-Man, and then
He is good, man.
they did the fucking thing where they brought them all together, and everyone's like, "Oh, dude, these movies are so good." I'm like,
Dude.
"Fuck you guys, man!"
When they brought them all together and how tortured he was from Gwen's death still to this
Dude.
day,
Oh,
that I was like,
yeah.
yeah, sign me up, dude. I told you that shit was good.
well, hold on. Wait. Stop. Save it for the Big Daddy.
Spider-Man 2, I'm going. I really want to go A tier again, but it's got some issues. We'll go B tier.
I forget which one is where Gwen Stacy dies.
Dude,
Spider-Man 2.
I'll go with you in A again, Tony.
I really like this movie.
I'm riding on Andrew.
I think I'm going A tier as well, just because
Yeah.
that's where
Go
like
with
the pinnacle of Andrew Garfield starts when Gwen
Oh,
dies.
we forgot Spider-Man 3 for the Tobey Maguire.
Zarg
easily
nuts.
the best Spider-Man. Fucking
Zarg nuts. It was
Yeah,
Are
terrible.
you kidding me?
It was terrible. It's
All
got
of them.
Yeah, dude, it was really bad. They tried to cram fucking 5 villains in one movie.
Bad. It's
And
tough.
you get the fucking emo Tobey Maguire, like,
It's yeah.
It's
This-
kind
however-
of funny when he like does the fucking like thinks he's the man.
this
But
movie
other than
may
that,
have set superhero movies back 10 years. It was not good.
So
It's bad.
I'm gonna fight you on. I've seen it. I'm good at
No.
least. And the reason is I saw this movie at 11 years old. And other than Marley and Me, this is the first superhero movie that made me cry. Whenever
Wait,
his
wait,
buddy,
wait.
What part made you cry?
Marley and
Whenever
Me
his
is not
buddy-
a superhero movie.
Well, let's get
I'm
past
saying
it, Dave.
was
Let's
the
get past
first-
it.
It was the first superhero movie, comma, other than Marley and Me, comma, that made me
What?
cry.
No,
It
that's
still
still
means
not
the
even
same
good.
thing,
I never
Jeff.
cried it before this.
That doesn't work.
That still means the same thing.
No, it doesn't. I'm saying it's the first movie, period. That is a superhero movie that made me cry.
Okay, so what part did you cry at?
Whenever fucking what's his dick sacrificed himself to save Peter Parker after they had been fighting for like the last 2 movies.
If you can't name this character, I cannot put it in Scene and I'm good.
I mean, obviously it's the Hobgoblin, but what's his Harry?
it's not the
Harry
Hobgoblin. It's
Okay.
okay. All right. Scene and I'm good. All right, you win.
Thank you.
He's the Green Goblin. Fuck, we're back. Jesus Christ, Jordan.
Marley, the superhero, you know.
Hey, with how he made me feel, he was a superhero in my book.
Okay, Spider-Man: Homecoming. Then, if we want to jump back in from there,
Easily A tier.
That's Homecoming, right? I'm going A tier. 100%. I'm almost went S tier because it is better than all of the other Spider-Man. I loved this movie. No, I'm talking about the other Spider-Man movies in A tier.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It gave us a new Spider-Man. It gave us a new set of characters, a new reason to give a shit.
Okay. Yes.
Go ahead. What do you think? You thinking B tier?
No, I agree with you.
Doctor Strange
Roll with
next.
Punishers. Actually, Defenders. Did we do Defenders?
Did we do Defenders? No. Defenders was bad.
It was really bad.
It was
Never
very
even
bad.
watched it.
It was very
But,
bad. You know what?
but
Sigourney
the
Weaver
Punisher-
is the main fucking villain in it too, and she's like one of my favorite actors.
Punisher season 1.
I'm going B
Fuck
tier.
Dude, I will fight for A tier.
I
I agree.
will
That
submit.
show fucks.
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Hell
I don't
yeah.
think it's anywhere near as good as Daredevil, but I did enjoy it.
When they stopped making that show, I fucking teared up. Like, dude, love that fucking show.
Yeah, I think I bought out of like that whole series. Just like I didn't really give a shit about any of those Netflix produced ones after Punisher, honestly.
Yep, me too. When they stopped making Punisher, I was Doctor Strange is now, Tony.
B tier.
I will agree.
It was a okay movie. Jordan.
Yeah, look, I'm not gonna fight over it, so we'll put it B tier. But I'm gonna go ahead and state some things. Rachel McAdams is easily my favorite female character. I love to see on the screen. So
She's an actress.
alone is- you don't know what she identifies as right now.
Well, you
So,
can't
we don't know
identify it as a character. I mean, I do like Rachel McAdams. I agree. She's fantastic, but she's got such a minuscule role in this movie. I don't think it adds anything to it.
It doesn't matter. It adds more than enough for me.
She's in 2 scenes, Jordan. 2 scenes.
That's all I needed. All I needed was one, and I had to change
Listen,
my shorts.
if there's a scene where she's walking away, sign me up. Otherwise, I don't care.
Got it. All right.
Next,
Inhumans.
you gotta say that again.
You?
Inhumans.
What the fuck are those?
Oh, is that even on here?
I don't think it is.
Unlikely.
Inhumans is going fucking 100% into the Zark nuts.
Is there a
So-
category lower than Zarg Nuts?
Cloak and Dagger season 1, and then we have the follow-up seasons of the Netflix show. We have Runaways, and then
Runaways, dude. Runaways isn't on here. Runaways was so good in the first season.
I thought it
Never
was
saw
cool.
it.
But next big one we have is Thor Ragnarok,
I'm
A tier.
which
saying
I
B tier.
believe is Taika's first introduction into the Marvel universe.
It
I
is.
will go
Yeah.
A tier.
I'll let myself go. I'll get outvoted. If you take away the humor, there is zero substance in this story. I don't think it's a good movie.
I think
I think it was about what's it called, like his home being destroyed and like them having to move, and then they go to Earth and like develops like, and that's kind of his like downward spiral
I mean,
is because of that.
except for they undid all of it in like the first 5 minutes of what's it called? Infinity War. Like
What do you-
they just fucking washed over it and like didn't even care about it. I just like there's yes, bad shit happens to him, but he doesn't change from it. There was no like I give a shit. He just like powers up he turns Super Saiyan at the end and he kills Hela and then we go on.
Yeah, true.
well, this is the film where he loses his hammer, right? And
Yeah, yep.
goes through that whole like because before, I mean, really in the movie it talks about it. But like without his hammer, it's like who is Thor, right? That's what it feels like in the rest of the movies.
What's his hammer's name?
Yeah. What?
What's his hammer's name, Jordan?
Fucking Mjolnir, something like that.
Close enough. I
mean, this is the only one that matters right here.
Stormbringer. I just think that Thor Ragnarok was a Hulk movie that they put Thor in, and it should have been because like the planet and all the setting and all the entirety of what's happening is from
Yeah.
or from Hulk comics, and they fucking
yeah, Contest of Champions.
and it's just not good.
Yeah, I wish they did more with Contest of Champions for sure.
But the humor, I don't want to see so much funny in my Marvel movies, but people love it, so I'll let it be an A tier.
Yeah, I mean they gotta try to appease to a bigger audience, and that's how we're getting these
Yep.
huge budgets. After that, we have Ant-Man and the Wasp,
Ant-Man and the Wasp. I'm going
Tier.
B. B.
A tier.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm C tier.
Well, seated, I'm good.
Yeah, Jordan, where you got?
Where do I have it?
I think it's worth watching again. There's better plot. There's better character development than most of the other stuff in there.
I don't even know if I have it on a list yet, but I have it B. I'll just put it B tier. I agree. Oh, I do have it B tier.
Okay, if you guys like it.
I really liked Ghost. That was one of my favorite parts.
She was
Even though
cool.
you don't ever see her
Yeah.
again.
They also gave us
Yeah.
Goliath. What
You
is
ready
it?
for the next one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Infinity War.
Zargnuts.
Hands down, S tier. It's going in front of Avengers.
Obviously.
All day. It's not even. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely S tier.
The fact that we lost, really cool. Sucks that we're not going to spend a lot of time on it, but I feel like we will once we get to the top 10 part.
Absolutely.
Moving on.
Endgame.
Really, that was the very next one?
Yep.
No
Yeah.
shit.
Nothing really happened in the universe.
Fantastic movie. Fantastic.
Yep,
movie.
S tier. Absolutely.
Both
This
of those-
this was also a time where I cried. I was so thankful to be alive and be able to see this.
So I
Dun
just want to
dun dun dun.
brush over a couple things real quick. Will you scroll down? So we don't have Venom on this list.
Yeah, we do right here.
No, on
no,
this
he's
list.
still on your list.
I agree. I don't think it's actually a MCU movie.
I don't think they're part of it yet. I don't know if they're gonna develop him in. I love them, but I don't know that they're gonna throw him into this universe.
Fuck is Legends?
There were like short stories they had on Disney Plus. I don't think they're animated.
Get rid of Morbius too. Fuck that.
That movie sucks ass.
Morbius, real bad. It was real bad.
Dude.
Real bad.
Holy shit. I tried to watch it on a plane and I was so bored I went to sleep instead.
We can put Venom in here if you want, but I don't feel like it's actually the MCU.
No, it's fine. Loki is what's next.
Where are we at?
I'm going A tier.
Seventh one. I didn't watch it, so I'm not gonna say anything about.
So no arguments. I agree. A tier.
What if you want to hit that one?
That's also going A tier for me.
Where the fuck did it go? I just saw it. Did I put it up there already?
Did you click it on accident?
Maybe. I swear it was. I just saw it.
I don't know. I can't see the top half of the table, so
I scrolled down.
I don't.
There it is. What if was really cool. And you know what? Actually, I'm gonna go B tier, and here's why. There's no lasting ramifications for it. It was just a grand like side story. It's a cool thing to watch, but like, it doesn't really mean anything or matter at all.
Nope. And I like my alternate timeline, rebirth-esque type of shit. WandaVision. I know you're putting that in S tier.
I have it in S tier.
I don't. We're gonna have some trouble in the top 10, but yes, it's going S tier.
Okay. Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Where are you at?
Second one.
I say A tier, maybe B tier.
I have it in B.
I was gonna say B as well.
I'll go B.
I liked it. It was cool.
I think the story's pretty good. Yeah, Sarah, you definitely should watch WandaVision. It's amazing.
Oh God, so good.
Yeah. So I think that there was some cool social stuff in the Winter Soldier, but like the story and the narrative of it, I felt was kind of a bit dry and didn't really give us a whole lot.
Fair.
What's next?
Big one again. Spider-Man: Far From Home.
That's not it. Is that
Far
it?
From
Yeah,
Home.
That's it. Right,
Um,
where's
That's the one where he's in Paris, right?
Yeah.
Or some type of.
A tier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have that in A tier. Fuck would I not?
That's the scroll fucking
Multiverse of Madness.
B tier, but at best.
Really?
I didn't think it was that good. There was some cool stuff in it. I liked the music note stuff. I liked the like comical horror aspect. But like all in all, I didn't give a shit about America Chavez and what it did for the series or the the universe as a whole. Didn't really care.
Yeah.
Jordan?
I I have it in B tier on my list. Yeah,
Alright.
I'll keep it at B tier. But you know me, I love Scarlet Witch. I love to see her as a villain, and I just love to see like how uber powerful she was. And so it was a good fangirl.
Yeah,
for me.
there are cool parts in it. I think it's worth watching. It's just like if I had to pick between anything in the A tier bracket and that movie, I'd probably pick anything in the A tier bracket.
I agree.
If we finish up and you want to make an argument for it, maybe it'll slide in the back end. I ain't turning my brown eye red for this. There you go, dude.
Such a good one.
Hawkeye is next.
Dude, I feel like we're missing one here, Dave, and I'm gonna bring it up because I'm almost positive. What
Go
about
ahead.
the Eternals?
That is on here. I haven't hit it yet.
No shit. Hawkeye happens before the Eternals. That would explain why none of it was present.
It is next. It is like directly after.
Eternals not the very first movie.
Well, I mean, parts of it happened first, I guess, but
Well, I think a lot
technically,
of it-
parts of Infinity War happened before anything because it gives us like
Correct.
the creation of the stones. I'm saying B tier. Almost seen it. I'm good.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
I could take it or leave it.
Do you have it in S tier?
No. I have it in A tier. I loved it.
Really?
I loved Black Widow's sister. I love Black Widow's sister. I did not give
Absolutely.
a fucking shit about Kate Bishop.
I love Kate Bishop. I love her actress. Sorry, I love the actress. I also like. It was really cool to see Clint again after everything.
It was cool. Yeah, I agree.
And then like he's also dealing with his own type of trauma, which I love to see, like how he dealt with after Endgame and knowing that like Natasha and all that. So I think it was a really cool series. It answered a lot of things that I wanted to know about.
Dude, Hawkeye to me is like, in the Deadpool movie, how they're putting the team together and they have that one guy who's just like Greg or fucking Gary or whatever.
yeah.
That's Hawkeye to me. He's,
Yeah.
Why are you here, bro?
So, Jordan,
Go home.
let me ask you this. Let's say Clint wasn't in the movie at all, and you remove him completely from the movie. Or, I'm sorry, the series. You'd still have the same series.
Dude, he did nothing.
It didn't matter that he was there.
Yeah, but I agree. But I'm glad he was because I got to see how he, as a character, dealt with the aftermath of losing Black Widow on Vormir, right? That's the name?
Yeah. All right, man. All right. Do you want me to move it to A tier?
No, I'll
Okay.
leave it. I just wanted to make a case. I didn't want it to just be shit.
The Eternals.
Eternals.
Now
Fucking Zargnets.
let's talk about this, Jordan. Let's talk about this. When I
Okay.
remember when this movie came out, I was like, it's terrible. George's like, well, there were good parts. I enjoyed it. It's
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah, it's banned.
It's
Yeah, it's
it's
bad.
worse than Morbius. It's the worst thing that Marvel has ever been associated with. And the Inhumans exist.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's worse than Morbius. Like, I at least finished it, but
I really think it's terrible.
It's hard. I would say after I watched Endgame, right? You just lived on this high, this absolute high, and then after a while, I think around Endgame, when did COVID happen? I don't even remember anymore. Was it around it?
2019. it's
When did Endgame?
it's part of the
come out?
disease's name. You got the interwebs?
Anyways, I feel like that was like the lull in movies after Endgame, especially with Marvel. Whether they just didn't create a lot because they
Um,
just reached their pinnacle.
Black Widow was the first one to come out post Endgame. I know that. And they ended up showing it on, or no, I'm sorry. She put it in her contract that they couldn't put it on streaming services. So like it had to be a physical theater release.
Yeah.
So we've literally talked about it before that, like, after Endgame, like, they hit this peak and everyone's expecting it to stay at that level or like build back up to it, and we're just like,
It never
It's
will.
not- it's not going to happen again.
Oh,
We
I don't know
won't
about
get
that.
back to it.
Infinity War and Endgame
They can't.
are they're the pinnacle of the entire universe. We will be striving to hit that until I die. I'm almost positive.
Yeah. As long as people keep paying to see him, they're going to be trying to get back to it, but it's not going to hit that level again.
I have faith. But anyways, what I was trying to say was the Eternals was I hit that moment where I'm like, okay, nothing's ever going to be as good as this. So I need to lower my expectation. And that's why Eternals at that time, I was like, all right.
That makes
it'll
sense.
be all right.
That makes sense.
Damn.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you were like last call at the bar. I got to find someone to go home with.
Yeah, dude.
Exactly.
You got the beer goggles on the Turtles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Dave, where's the soundboard? Not that one. Jesus Christ.
So next up is Moon Knight. And I'm interested to see how you guys felt about it.
I'm going very high B tier.
Yeah, me too. I have it in B tier.
It's close to A tier. I really enjoyed it, but it's not perfect.
I didn't like it. I was gonna say seen it. I'm good.
Well, we're close
The
enough.
character was interesting. I love seeing that
Yeah.
cinematized.
I thought it was
didn't
cool.
think it was terrible. I just meh.
What's
She-Hulk.
next? She-Hulk.
Shit.
I will.
Shit.
I'm gonna go. Seen it. I'm good.
Yeah.
It's damn close to Zargnuts though, but I don't need to watch it again.
Shit.
Yeah,
I missed one. I'm sorry. Shang-Chi.
Oh yeah, Zargnuts. Movie
Yeah,
sucked.
Zark. Fucking horrible.
Oh my god, I have it in B tier. I also have She-Hulk in B tier. So
Well,
Dude.
dude. All right, let's. She-Hulk. We'll come back to that.
She-Hulk?
We'll come back to it. All right, but we got to focus on Shang-Chi. I'm going Zargnuts. I thought it was terrible. So how is it B tier? You convinced me. Pull this thing out of the garbage bin.
I probably can't, honestly. I think it's more of a personal bias. I don't even know why it's a bias. I just
Because
really
he's Chinese and he really connected with it.
I just liked it was a change of scenery for me. Like I loved the culture aspect getting brought into it. I think the combat in it was really good. It doesn't beat Daredevil season 1 combat stuff, but like just the combat felt great. I loved the CGI. I felt was cool. I mean, it had a fucking dragon in it. Like that would have appealed to 10-year-old me. So
See now
So
the
much.
dragon.
You're
The
really
dragon.
fighting to say nothing here, bro.
The dragon in it is a point on the it sucks Zargnut side. Do we need a dragon? I agree with you. Some of the choreography was on point. It was very cool. I really liked his dad and his mom's like fight scene. Very, very cool. The one in the bus also very cool. But that's where it ends. You know, I don't like it.
Yeah, dude. It was a rough one for me.
The his girlfriend, like they had the obligatory like I gotta take my shirt off for no reason scene, and the guy's fucking chiseled and ripped, which is great. And then he's dating that fucking annoying ass Chinese Aquafina chick. Like it just wasn't believable to me, and she's a terrible fucking comedian, and I don't want to see that movie.
is that the scene where we get to see Wong fighting the Abomination too?
I think didn't we see Wong? Oh no, I'm thinking of a different scene. Yeah,
Fight Club.
probably.
I liked that too. Honestly,
Dude.
there's just a lot of it I liked.
Where's
I like
Wong
his
still,
sister.
man?
Did you not see She-Hulk?
It's not about Wong.
Well, he's in it a lot.
Speaking of, back to She-Hulk.
All right, Zargnuts.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I'm gonna go to Seen It I'm Good because Jordan has it in B tier. There's no
If
fucking
we're gonna
shot.
put anything in Seen It I'm Good, at least put Shang-Chi. I'll leave She-Hulk at fucking Zargnuts.
No.
I don't know if I could do that, man.
I'd rather have She-Hulk and seen it. I'm good than Shang-Chi.
Are you fucking kidding
I'm
me?
serious, yeah.
Dude, that
Yeah.
movie's so bad, Jordan.
It's not good. It's really not good.
That's gonna play. It's gonna play such a. I feel like it's gonna play a good part in whatever's coming up in the MCU next.
It might.
That doesn't make the movie good.
It doesn't mean it's good. Miss Marvel is in Seen It, I'm Good.
Just, I know,
Fucking
and
Miss
you're
Marvel.
gonna put
That's about to
She-Hulk and
play
Seen
a
It I'm
big
Good. though?
role in everything.
I was willing to
Fine.
give you She-Hulk. You said She-Hulk was B tier on your list. So I was like, I'll throw him a bone.
I refuse to let Shang-Chi be lower than She-Hulk.
Well,
Okay, then they're both in Zargnuts.
yeah. They're not lower.
Whatever. That's fine.
If you
Good.
want, do you want to use your veto?
He already
No.
did.
No, I didn't. No one used their veto yet.
Ms.
On
Marvel.
what?
Tony did.
Ms. Marvel. I'm close to B tier on this, but I'm going seen
I
it.
didn't
I'm
watch
good.
it. It had no appeal to me.
I also had it and seen it. I'm good.
Next,
Thor: Love and Thunder.
B tier at best.
I have that and seen it. I'm good.
Zargnuts.
It is not Zargnuts.
Okay, well, it's not B tier. It's seen it. I'm good then.
It's like a solid 60-70%. I think 6-7 out of 10.
No.
I only like Jane Foster.
Good.
The ending of this movie is probably one of the best endings in all of these movies. It's up there in the top 10 endings. When Jane dies in the end, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's
cool.
Fantastic.
Also, Christian Bale. I did like him.
He's great. He's great.
I don't even know what the character's name was that he played, though.
I don't see how this could be Zargnuts. I'm willing to spoiler alert for a 5-year-old movie. I'm willing to go into. I don't need to see it again, but
If you're watching this, you've had
whoops. But
Okay, it's okay. Wakanda Forever.
Wait, we're not done here. Am I going seen it? I'm good, or are we going B tier? What do you guys think?
I'm in seen it. I'm good, but you guys were both in B tier, so I was letting it go.
All right. Wakanda Forever. Where's she at? I'm going A tier.
Yeah, I'll agree.
All right.
Absolutely.
Seen it? I'm good. Sarah, you can't
What?
say that on the internet.
I think she's talking about Thor.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right.
God, I hope so.
The stream's a little delayed.
What's next?
Okay.
Yeah, Sleep for Love and Thunder. It says Werewolf by Night. I don't even know what that is.
I cannot believe I've not seen this, so I don't
I
know.
also have not seen it.
I don't know. It's
So-
gonna have to stay off the list then.
This might be one I fight for. Next up is Guardians Holiday Special. And I fucking loved this.
I was gonna say A tier. I really
I will
liked
go
it
A
too.
tier. Dude, I thought it was so fucking good, man.
Jordan
Yeah, I
B.
could only go A tier.
All right.
I had it in
Yeah.
B, but I'll go A.
I liked
A
it.
tier
Thought
for
it was
sure.
great.
Cool.
Uh,
Quantum Mania, which I have not seen yet. So
Oh, all right. Well, we can't talk a lot about it.
All right.
no. I will go watch it tonight if I need to.
Okay, so one thing I'm gonna say is that it doesn't matter that it was Ant-Man. I'm saying B tier.
I think the fact that it was in the quantum realm means it at least had to be an Ant-Man-esque movie, right?
This movie was a vehicle to introduce Kang.
Absolutely.
And
And
it
because of
didn't
that-
matter what any of the other characters were that were involved with it.
Speaking of which, are we losing Kang? Has that been out yet? I don't think I've seen anything on it.
I think it's still in the works because I think the trial is August 10th or something. So we'll see.
Okay, cool. If it's okay with you guys, I would like to leave it at that, and then I will catch up on it. But
That's fine.
Volume 3, Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'm going S tier.
Yep, I'm with you.
Fantastic.
Wait, hold on. What? What happened?
Guardians Volume 3.
Oh yeah, S tier.
It sucks that we're all in
Where did we
agreement on
Quantum
this.
Mania?
Quantumania is B.
B. What? What?
No, it's okay. We'll leave it.
What do you?
What
Where
did
do
you
you
say?
have it?
I have it at A tier.
Well, it's not that big of a difference here.
I know. It's just like I see. Well, for your list, I see like Thor and Quantum Mania together, and I'm like, oh, God.
Yeah.
I could watch Jonathan Majors as Kang all day. I could rewatch that. That was a lot.
Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Yep.
Fucking S tier.
S. S.
Absolutely.
I'm going A.
Absolutely.
I'm going A.
Nope.
But all right.
I'll
All
do
right.
S
All right.
tier.
All right.
I'll veto to put it into S if I
All right.
have
I'll
to.
do that. Then I'll make you use your veto.
All right.
Okay.
Where are we at here?
Secret Invasion is
Even Sarah says S tier.
the last one.
I think it's too early to say anything above an 8.
Yeah, I'm waiting till it's
So
all
I'm
out
gonna
so I
say
can
I'm gonna
pick
say B tier.
Yeah, I would agree with that one. I've still only watched half of episode 2.
All right, well, that's it for the list.
That's our list. Dave. Yeah, so that's the list. What do you guys think? Do you guys agree? Disagree? I think it's
I agree
pretty
with
spot on.
everything in S tier.
Can we?
No, this is our list. Otherwise, you need to fucking start arguing.
Yeah, no, the top 10 I want to discuss. I want to have. Can we have a solid like the top 10 in in S.
Yeah, that's fine. I put these pretty much in my order.
So we have 7.
Yep. It's a damn near thing between Avengers Infinity War and Endgame and WandaVision. I really, really enjoyed WandaVision a lot.
Here we go. I'm gonna start it off. I think Endgame ranks number 1 for me.
Okay.
Infinity War would be number 2. After that, Guardians of the Galaxy number 3.
You don't have to pause so much between them. So
Spider-Man number 4. Wanda number 5. Avengers 6. Civil War 7.
We did not do Spider-Verse, Sarah, because it's not part of the universe.
yeah, it's not
Yeah,
in
that
the
would be an S
MCU.
tier though.
Civil War's not in S tier, so Iron Man is.
Yeah,
I'm
but
willing.
We're gonna set the top 10 in S tier, right? Or are we just leaving top 7?
We're just gonna leave those there, and then we're gonna put them in front here.
Okay.
Yeah. So do
I
you
might
guys?
push Guardians 3 over WandaVision, but that's the only change I would make in that row.
All right.
Maybe WandaVision above. Well, you wouldn't know about WandaVision. Have you seen it, Dave?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're on.
So I'm thinking Spider-Man above WandaVision, just because fan service. I think it was a little bit. I love the fan service in the movie. I did.
We had to fight to get that one into S tier. There's no way he's moving that over WandaVision.
What are we trying to go over WandaVision? Sorry.
Tony said
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Or, yeah, Jordan said Spider-Man over.
There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. It's, dude. I'm willing to go above Guardians, but I don't think it deserves it. But
I wouldn't put it above
No.
Guardians.
The fact
Absolutely
that
not.
Guardians is beating out WandaVision is a very fucking near thing. I like these 4 movies or these 4 media so much that they're all pretty much number 1. I don't think that Endgame was a better movie than,
I don't either.
to be honest.
What?
Infinity War is a great movie about Thanos. You already know who everybody else is, and this is telling us who the Mad Titan is. I think it's a better movie, and everybody loses. I'm a sucker for those endings.
I agree. Endgame though, Endgame, nothing will ever beat the feeling you get when watching Endgame in the theater. Like Infinity War, sure, it's cool, it's a good movie. Everything you see in Endgame though, it reminds you of why you loved the entire series, not just the last movie. Because you go back to all of it.
Every time Jordan says Endgame, I hear the Avengers theme in my head. By the way,
You know what?
Now,
Now that I'm thinking about like the stuff with Tony and like the funeral and then Cap passing the shield,
that's pretty
like-
good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I might.
Also get Captain America picking up the hammer. Like
Yeah. I might go with.
I
I know
agree
you're on it.
that there are very cool things that happen and amazing set pieces that take place. Nothing's ever gonna top, Avengers Assemble. We've been waiting for it for 20 years for the man to say it.
absolutely.
That doesn't make it a better narrative, though. There's some
You get-
really big weaknesses in Avengers Endgame. The whole
Well, what
time
about-
travel shit, it's not the best story. Going back
That's
in
true.
time is like the biggest like narrative loophole that's ever existed.
But you also get the evolution of Hulk.
That's true.
It's
I
a
mean, that's
banner
cool.
Hulk.
That's cool. But again, that's a set piece. That's not like
You also get Ronan as Hawkeye Ronan.
that was not that cool.
Oh my god, it was so cool.
Dude, that was like a cameo. That I wouldn't even include that in the movie.
You're right.
That wasn't even.
You guys
That was
are
like a
insane.
commercial. That was like a commercial they put in the movie. Like I thought, I was like, what the hell is this? We have ads?
Yeah. Wait a minute. What? But I'm just saying that I'm not dogging it by any means. I think it's one of the 2 best movies to exist out of all 30 of these things. But I just don't think it's better. I mean, it's very, very good. But like Infinity War is about like everybody's like trying to figure out how to win. Like they're frantically moving, and it all makes cohesive sense from beginning to end. And Endgame just kind of throws a ton of really cool shit at you for 3 hours.
All
I
right,
just- Don't think it's as good of a movie.
let me put it like this. If we were having this conversation and Endgame had never happened, like everything after Infinity War had never happened, would you feel the same way you did if it had ended with Infinity War and then if it ended with Endgame? Like what would you rather have ended off on?
Say it again. I don't think I'm tracking. I'm tracking.
So, like, all right, watching all of the movies, right, and then the pinnacle movie, it either ends at Infinity War or Endgame. Which one are you wanting it to end at? There's no movie after it. Just those are the only two you get to end the series.
So let's think about that, right? Endgame was great, but it doesn't have to exist. It can end with Infinity War.
It could.
And how fucking tragic would that be? That would make that ending even more impactful. These people are actually gone and they're never coming back.
It would, and I agree, right? Like, Infinity War would still be a good movie, but Endgame is a great movie because it brings home what we idolize about superheroes. Eventually they win, right? Like, good beats evil.
It's great. I just don't think Endgame's a better movie than Infinity War. So we're going to be the two sides of this, right? Dave, the vote's on you, my friend.
I could go either way.
Well, it sounds like your girl is saying pretty strongly one way.
He's an Endgame. Like Tony said, time travel shit's played out. I'm over it. Like, we've had so much of it. That's a badass wallpaper. But just in media in general, and like it's whatever to me. That said, like the endings, like Endgame sealing it all together, right? With Captain America passing down the shield, like I said, Iron Man's whole thing, like the funeral with everyone reuniting, all that stuff. Fucking happy, like with his daughter at the end. Like,
it's so
fuck,
good,
man.
It's so good.
I mean, 3000. Oh.
Yeah, dude. I you know what,
good,
Tony? I
dude,
didn't
it's
cry to
good.
Guardians 3, but I cried to that shit. That said, the majority of Infinity War is a better movie, and like Tony said, like you knew everyone else that was there, and you knew the story, and you knew everything leading up to it, but you didn't really know who Thanos was, other than you'd heard his name a few times, and he was this big bad guy, and he was the Mad Titan, and all this stuff. And you know, so for that reason, I'm gonna have to go with Thor: Love and Thunder. I'm just
All right. It is what it is.
Hey, you hate to see it,
we
but
have a new champion. You didn't see it coming.
All right, so you got to give us something here, Dave. Oh, she's got you there. Sarah says at least Norway there was Norway representation.
well,
Man, as a better movie, I'll say Infinity War. As a better end to the franchise, I'll say Endgame. But as a better movie overall, I'll say Infinity War is better.
All right.
hate to see it. I will say this: Endgame would be nothing, right? Like, Endgame would not have been as spectacular if Infinity War had. So there is some weight with that.
Like, Endgame didn't have to happen. Like, they could have just done another movie where Thor hunted down Thanos and killed. Like, dude, they killed Thanos so fast, and they could have been done.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't need the whole fucking movie.
It was cool. It was fantastic.
I think it really just puts in the light how fucking crazy RDJ is. Like, Iron Man solving time travel, whether you guys think it's a fucking shitty story plot or not, like, it just proves why Iron Man is S tier himself.
All right, moving on. We've got the top three. I think. Do we all agree with the top three?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Me and Dave agree on the fourth one. Jordan does not. So where are we moving here? You want to make an argument, or do we leave it?
I honestly, I don't think I get a say, dude. I haven't seen WandaVision, so.
It was good, Jordan. It was real good, but it
was really good.
I'm saying Spider-Man was good, but there was no way it was better than WandaVision.
I think it was because it gave me more fan service.
Okay. All right.
I got to see my entire childhood. Legitimately, the movie I first cried at, that was a superhero movie, brought back to me. And a culmination, the closest thing to, like, fucking great value Endgame that you could get.
Great value Endgame. I don't think I can't. I gotta keep it. It's just way better. It's just better. It's way better.
If I'm gonna lose, it's okay, because you know me. My two favorite, Wanda and Spider-Man.
Yeah, yeah. If I could
I'll
stack
take that
them,
list.
if I could stack it on top of each other, I'd do that.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I'll stack it on top.
Avengers is better than Iron Man because Iron Man set it all up. Now we're moving into the realm of
Bringing movies up from A tier. This is where it
argument.
gets spicy.
I think reasonably the next two movies we got to talk about are both Captain America movies. Captain America Winter
Absolutely,
Soldier
Civil War.
is a way better movie than Civil War. Way better. Oh, it is. Why isn't it?
Because it's more cooler.
Dude, you went into this epic like rant and dialogue about how these both Infinity War and Endgame have these great like receptions and reasons for being where they're at, and then you say Civil War is more gooder.
That's all you need, really.
All right,
What,
so
is it just
we
called
would
Civil
not
War?
we would not have Civil War without Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier tells us about Bucky, where he's been at, this tragedy of him becoming this, assassin against his will. And Captain America is thrust into the current day, has to figure out who he is and what he's supposed to be doing again. And he ends up having to fight his best friend. And in the end of the movie, he forsakes everything and says, "Screw that! I'm going to take care of my friend because it's who I am." Then we have Civil War, which Civil War is just a fight over.
Civil War, dude.
What?
They could have just done that at the start of Civil War.
But they made a whole movie out of it, Dave. I agree with you.
But Civil War is also about like them being on separate sides and why they're on separate sides and how things weigh in for both of them.
It's
Like,
it should have been, but it really isn't. There's only one scene where Cap's like, "This is un-American, it's not real," and Tony's like, "No, you need to do it." And now I'll agree with you. The scene with Tony and at the MIT place at MIT, and the woman's like, "Hey, my son died, and like it's your fault," and you see the wheels turning. He's like, "Maybe we should be regulated." Like that's a cool scene, but then all that shit gets thrown away for superhero action.
Dude,
Yeah, it also gets really set in stone whenever. So let's think of it like this: would an Infinity War be as good without Civil War? Like, would you rather have it lead from Winter Soldier or Civil War?
I think that these two movies are like comparable, right? Like Captain America is the pinnacle, or Winter Soldier is the pinnacle, and Civil War is the ending of it. Which they're good movies, but like the one sets up all of it.
Well, okay, what scene is it? I'm thinking it's Civil War, but I'm actually starting to get crossed over now.
I will say, dude, when they said Civil War, I was so fucking hyped because of what Civil War has been like in the comics and shit.
That's yeah.
The stories and all the shit in Civil War that Marvel's developed, and then they just dropped that.
Yeah. It wasn't great. Civil War was more a movie about Bucky than it was. Well, it's a Captain America story, so that's unfair to say. But it's more about the issues with Bucky than it is about signing the Sokovia Accords and about
Not even.
superhero regulation.
No, I think it's more about the regulation of superheroes. Like, you guys are both big fans of The Boys, right? And part of that, like, the plot, I haven't finished it, so part of the plot of that is, like, superheroes being regulated, right?
I don't know. I've only seen the first season. It's not in the comics at all.
I mean,
Oh.
yeah, so they're definitely like privatized, but it's like, can you really
Like,
privatize them?
the
Is like the big
government-
theme.
Essentially, what I'm trying to say is, like, it's about, like, the frailty of, like, these fucking people who are, like, super and better than each and every one of us, right? And, like, the government's still like, we have to control that. And, like, it's about, like, why they're torn on, okay, maybe we should be regulated, but also, like, should we let an entity control us?
Yeah, that's what it should have been about. But go back and watch the movie. It's more about Steve turning over Bucky.
The fight.
Yeah. Well, it's also because in Civil War, is that where you find out that Bucky killed
Yeah.
Tony's parents?
Yeah.
Okay, so that in itself, I think, is
No, that was at the end of Winter Soldier, wasn't it?
I swear it was in Civil
It
War.
was in Civil War too.
That's why they walk into the
No,
room.
I'm pretty sure it's Civil War because that's at the end of it. That's why he breaks. Why Tony breaks and they have that big fight.
That's
See-
at the end of Winter Soldier.
No, that's at the end of Civil War.
Hold on. When does
Why does my screen keep flickering?
You're right. The end of Winter Soldier is when
That's the helicarriers go down and Shield gets disbarred.
yeah, okay. You're right.
I think that reason in itself is why Civil War is at the top for me, just because that sets up why Infinity War happens and not Endgame instead.
That's even more
How
weight.
so? Let's walk down that. How so?
Well, because in Endgame, from what I got from Endgame, when they're united, they can beat Thanos. But the reason they're separated is because of what happens in Civil War, and that's why we get Infinity War instead.
What? No. No.
Okay, explain to me how.
They all come together in Infinity War and they fight
No,
against
they do not.
Name
No,
one
they do not.
Name one character that's not there in Infinity War.
No. They all fight him, but separately. In
No,
groups
they're all in
Endgame.
Wakanda fighting a
No,
battle.
they're not. Iron Man and Star-Lord, all of the Guardians, Spider-Man is on fucking Titan, fighting him on the dead planet. Iron Man and fucking Captain America don't even talk to each other in Infinity War.
Oh, I understand what
That's
you're
why-
saying. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying the band broke up, right? That's why we get Infinity War. When they get back together, we get Endgame.
All right. I just don't think that Civil War is a better movie than Winter Soldier. This is a hill I'm willing to die on.
Well, no, it's a hill I'm willing to die on too, because it makes your favorite movie so impactful.
I don't think that's true. I don't think they're bad, but it's just a better story. Tells a better story. I don't know why you're so fired up.
I think Civil War is better, man. If we're going by majority,
All right, I'm going to use my veto.
you already did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
No, I don't think he did. He used it. He was going to put
Damn it, Jordan.
S tier.
No, I didn't.
But it's okay because I'm going to use my veto and put Civil War in S tier.
Either way, it's staying the same in the fucking top 10 rating, so that's fine.
That's fine. As long as we put Civil War in top 10, S tier, I'll be okay.
It doesn't matter at this point. We've already locked in our fucking ratings. You can't just wait until I use it to use yours. We're already done. I already said,
Yep.
hey, does anybody want to
Agreed.
move anything?
Agreed. Civil War is S tier. Yes. I agree with you,
Okay.
Tony.
Yeah. All right, so what's coming next? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got one movie left to be in the top 10.
I think it's pretty simple.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I am Groot.
Nope. It's not going to be I Am Groot. You think Guardians? You think Guardians, really?
I don't believe. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't
what
know.
else
I'm
is in
between
here?
Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron, no way. Loki's pretty high up.
I could do Loki. I would do, for me, Wakanda Forever or Loki or Quantum Mania.
No.
Yeah.
What? You're pulling Quantum Mania into the top 10 from B tier?
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Yep.
Nope.
That's what I'm doing.
Well, you can have your own top 10 separately, but this is our top. This is the screenplay top 10 list. We're not pulling that out of here. Guardians is a strong contender, though. I mean, it was a really good movie. Some of James Gunn's best work.
I forgot. I wanted to share this real quick, though. So I looked up the Rotten Tomatoes for Civil War and Winter Soldier,
Yeah.
and it's a 1 point difference on either side. So they're tied.
All right. Which one's 1 point better?
Well, it depends because the audience score is higher for one and the tomato meter is higher for the other. So
What's the higher tomato meter?
I'm pretty sure it's Civil War. No, wait, no, I'm sorry. It's Winter Soldier.
I feel vindicated. All right, so we're between Guardians, what was Wakanda Forever, and what was the third one?
Loki.
Loki.
I don't think Loki. Well,
Yeah, when compared to the other two movies, I really like Loki. Loki would probably be number 11 for me, but Wakanda and Guardians.
Homecoming over.
I would pick Spider-Man: Homecoming over Wakanda Forever. Wakanda Forever was good, but I don't think it was top 10 material.
I am a Spider-Man fan, but I loved the story for Wakanda Forever. I loved seeing her go down the dark path. I thought that was awesome.
No, it was. Yeah, you're right. It was. But I like Homecoming was just.
I'd take Guardians.
I think I would take Guardians over Homecoming.
I think so too.
All right. So that's the top 10.
Screenplay top 10.
Don't worry, Sarah. We won't spoil it.
Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, WandaVision, Spider-Man No Way Home, The First Avengers, Iron Man, Captain America Winter Soldier, Civil War, and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. Dun, 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 dun. You gotta post that.
I agree with everything in the top 3. So when we get to number 4 is when it starts getting shaky for me.
Dude, Jordan, we're literally agreeing on this or we're not.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna agree with it because we're at an hour and 40 minutes. But in my head canon, just know the order is a little different.
Yeah. Well, you've had your time and your piece to argue it. You're right. We are getting a little stretched out here, but I guess that's where we'll call it. Dave, do we got any cool sound effects for the end of it?
I don't really have.
So that's a no.
Ending sound effect yet.
Okay. That'll do. That'll do.
What?
Well,
I don't see how that works. All right.
we might have a new sound guy next week.
We might have to fire their hearts.
Hey, sorry, do you guys have better ideas? Because I'm open to hearing them.
You're supposed to have the sounds, not us.
All right.
All right, let's hit it with the plugs. We're gonna call it there, guys. You can follow me on Twitch at PrimeTony112. Follow me on Twitter and all social medias. We have new episodes go live on wherever you can find your podcasts on Tuesdays. We live stream them at PrimeTony112 on Twitch on Mondays when Jordan deems us with his presence. Like and share. Jordan, hit him with yours.
So you can find me on Twitch and Kick at MomoJ. That is going to be M0M0J. And you can find me on Twitter at TheMomoJ, as well as TikTok under the same name. And yeah.
Dave.
Yeah, so I'm getting back on the horse. I'm now on Twitch, Sin034, Instagram, and Twitter as well, Sin034. On all socials, you can find me there, or usually just playing with one of these guys in their stream. So I'm around. Come check it out.
All right. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you next week.